Nobody prepared me for this stage of adulthood. You know, that stage where you are now old enough to have responsibility. There are bills to pay, people depending on you, a career that you have to build. But sometimes you are still sitting there thinking, what exactly am I doing in my life? And if you ever felt like that, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Imade and welcome to the Imade Perspective. And if you're new here, this channel is basically going to be a little corner where we talk about all things faith, work, money, relationship, motherhood, and growth, and all things you're trying to figure out as adults. So let's talk, because I honestly think adulthood is one big plot twist. The first thing I'm learning is nobody actually have it figured out, most especially as adults or even as adults. Some people look like they do. They may be building houses, they may be getting married, they may be traveling the world, their business may be booming, and all things might just look like they have it all figured out. Meanwhile, that same person may be awake, laying up at night, wondering if they're making the right decisions or not. So one thing I'm learning is stop figuring out your life with somebody else's timeline. Your life is your life. Another thing nobody tells you is how much responsibility comes with adulthood. There are days where you don't feel like getting off your bed, but you still have to. Because why? People are depending on you. The bills are waiting. Work is waiting. Life itself is waiting. And sometimes you don't need motivation. No, you don't need motivation. All you need to do is get up and do the next thing. And that is adulthood. And then there's money. You know, when we were younger, we were kids, we actually thought that having money is something that we could just easily figure it out. You know, money, I have money now. And then adulthood came. Hey, whoa, rent, there's food, there's transportation, there's emergency bill, there's health bill, there's family responsibility, there's savings, there's investment that everybody's shouting, and there's future plans somewhere waiting for you like, come and see me. All of those things. But I've learned that financial responsibility doesn't really mean that you have to become very rich. Sometimes it's just knowing how to manage what you have and making do with what you have. Another thing I've been thinking about is success. I'm sure you thought about it too, right? Remember when we were younger, some of us actually thought that being successful simply means owning a car, building a big house, getting a good job, wearing nice clothes, suits, jackets, traveling, having money. But as I got older, I realized and I started to think, like, am I actually happy? And do I have peace? Because what's the point of, living up to society's standard of success when I am not happy? So I think success should also include peace, good relationship, good health, good relationship with God, being present with people that love you, family and friends, and basically being proud of yourself. Then there is God. I think adulthood made our faith even more real to us, because when we were younger, sometimes when we pray is because we're simply asked to pray, but then life happens and boom, now we're adults and we find ourselves in situations and circumstances that we don't understand and we can't explain, and then we pray, we cry, we wait, and then we try again. And now we now understand that faith isn't always about knowing what exactly is going to happen. Sometimes faith is saying, God, I don't understand what I'm in now, but I trust you. And that is something I am still learning. And actually, I want to say this, and let me make it clear to every adult out there. You are allowed to start over again, no matter the circumstances or the situation. Maybe your career didn't go as you expected. Maybe the relationship or marriage didn't work out. Or maybe financially you're not where you thought to be. That doesn't mean that your story is over. You are allowed to start over again. Sometimes starting over again doesn't mean failure. Sometimes starting over simply means wisdom. Honestly, that's part of the reason why I brought back this channel, because I don't have life figured out already. I'm still learning I'm still growing, I'm still asking questions, and I'm still trying to become better. And I figured, why not have this honest conversation with people like me out there who are also trying to figure it out? So I want you to tell me something in the comment. What is one thing about adulthood that nobody prepared you for? It could be money, it could be work, it could be faith, it could be relationship, it could be marriage, it could be motherhood, anything. Let's talk. And if this is a kind of honest conversation you like to hear more of, subscribe to the Imadi Perspective, because we are going to be talking about life, growth, faith, work, relationship, and anything in between. Until next time, my name is Imadi, and this is the Imadi Perspective.